Good evening, good evening. Today is Sunday, and this is Vivian, and we are here to review or to still review this book, A Year of Positive Thinking, Daily Inspiration, Courage, and Wisdom by Cindy Spiegel. So last night we talked about you are not broken ever, because it's kind of like the analogy I said last night about the teacup. The teacup can break, the handle can fall off, but God has all the extra parts we need, and He is the glue that can put us back together. So whether or not you think you're broken or not, you're never completely broken. There are times when you may feel like it, but not going to happen. All right, so tonight it's just a quote. And of course, I'm going to talk about it, but this is going to be a really short video. But here we go. The topic is extraordinarily simple. So here's the quote. It's by Paulo and I hope I don't butcher this man's name, Coelho. And you can read it in the book yourself, or it might be a different pronunciation, but that's mine. Okay. The simple things are also the most extraordinary things, and only the wise can see them. Let's dig into that, shall we? That's Mr. Paulo's opinion, right? So let's talk about it for a second. Okay, so you know that old saying, the simple things in life are the best, and typically they are. The things that we take for granted every day are usually the best things that ever happened. And when we go back and look at it later, we realize it. Those simple things that make us really happy, but we take for granted because it's just something that we do, right? For instance, like we go for a walk in the park. We walk our dog, or well, we don't really walk cats, but we play with our kitty, or a simple hug from a friend, or a lover, or a relative, or something, or eating a good meal. Sitting down and eating a good meal with somebody, having a good conversation. Going on vacation with the family, doing those little things, those simple things can make your life so much richer. And those are the things that are extraordinary, but we take it for granted most of the time because it's just something we always do, right? So the quote says, only the wise can see them. I'm not really sure I agree with that. I agree with it in a little bit, but I think we all can see them, but we may not realize that those simple things in life are what makes our life, right? So if you think about it, the simplest things in life, or the simplest things that you do can be the best times you ever had in your life. And I realize that if you sometimes look at some of the things that you do, like when my grandchildren were born, they live in a different state, right? But I remember when my granddaughter was born, and she was like a week old. And I was telling my son, you got to bring her to see me. He says, Mom, she's too young. I said, don't you worry, I'll be there. And I was there when she was 2 weeks old, and it was just the most amazing thing to hold a descendant of me. Simple, but extraordinary at the same time. Now I agree that the wise can only see it to a certain extent. Now, sometimes we take those simple things for granted because these are the things, that we do all the time, or things that happen all the time, and or things that, we've done or formed over the years that make us happy, but we consider them things that we've always done or things that have always happened. But here's a test for you. Take the time one day to just write down some of the simplest things that you do on a daily basis, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever, right? And then just look at them and see how many times when you write those things down that you smile. That it brings up some kind of emotion, and it really hits you right here, right? And you think about it. If you really think about it, it's extraordinary. Just for me, going on a walk, because it's just what I do every day, or at least as often as I can. But it's amazing. I used to think it was, I'm not going out there and walking. But now that I do it all the time, when I can't, when there's something going on that prevents me from having my walk, I miss it. And that's a simple thing, right? But it's amazing and it's extraordinary because it's not what I've always done. But it's extraordinary that now that I'm used to doing it, I miss it when I can't. How simple is that? But how extraordinary is that at the same time? So, some of the things that we think are like mundane or everyday, look at it a different way, from a different lens, like I would say, or from the outside looking in, because sometimes other people look at something that we do that we think is simple or everyday, and they look at it as this extraordinary thing. So look at it from somebody else's perspective, because maybe they don't have the opportunity to do what you're doing. Think about that. Now, once you start writing these things down, I think you're going to start looking at those simple things a little bit differently. At least I do. Because sometimes when I have my journal. You guys know I do a journal. I do a gratitude journal. And sometimes when I write stuff down in it, I'm amazed. Seems simple. Because sometimes, my gratitude journal has little suggestions in it. Okay, write 3 things that you did today that made you smile. Or write down the names of 3 people who affected your life today. And I hadn't thought about it before that, and then I start writing it down, and it's like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's great. So do it. And I think you will be surprised at how many things you can put on your list that seem simple, but bring a big smile to your face and enhance your life in such a way that you'll start to really pay attention to it later on, right? So pay more attention to those simple things in life and realize that those things, those people, those events, those whatever are the most important things, and they can be extraordinary in your life. Okay, so I end this with gratitude, and my first gratitude is always, and I'm thankful for my children and my grandchildren, and I'm thankful that, again, that tropical storm that came through here didn't cause any damage that I'm aware of. At least it didn't cause any here in my neighborhood, so I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful for the mentors I have online and offline. I'm thankful that I'm earning $50,000 per day in pure profit from multiple sources on a continuous basis by helping others through my motivation, marketing, and my invitations. I'm thankful for my increasing online family as well as my offline family and my blood family. I'm thankful for today I had a meeting and we got an incentive to do more. And it was really a really nice thing from the leaders of this company to offer that incentive to us. I'm thankful that I can share information with others to assist them with their health, wealth, and spiritual goals. And I'm thankful that I have an opportunity to help people and give to feed the hungry at the same time, which is it's an amazing thing. And I'm thankful that the world is healed of COVID-19 and hatred. And last but not least, I am thankful to you for your patronage to my channel. And I hope that you continue to come and hang out with me. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you tomorrow. But in the meantime, I wish you peace, I wish you love, and I love you guys so much. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Have a great one. Bye-bye.